You may not like Tyler Perry, you may think he's setting the black community back, and are you right about that? Kind of. But anytime he needs to put on that dress and become Madea, he is going to act his butt off, and he did his big one, and Madea goes to jail. So that's what the video is about, that's what I'm going to talk about, and that's what you're going to watch. So let's get to it. So this movie starts out crazy, bro. Madea was straight up beating up the police when they tried to arrest her for doing the race, and I'm talking, she was taking 3 of them at a time. Pause. I know Medea's a woman, but Tyler Perry's a dude, and him taking like 3 dudes at a time, her taking 3 dudes at a time sounds kind of crazy. So yeah, but then she gets arrested, obviously, so then she has to go to court, and if she's convicted of this crime, she's going to do time because she has a rap sheet so long. The fact that she's actually able to like step outside on a sidewalk is just crazy work. But she managed to get off because the police were getting whooped so bad that they forgot to read her rights, so she just goes free. So Madea goes to her house, you know what I'm saying? She's ready to chill out, go eat some food, sleep in her bed or whatever. And the fun part is, Joe, her brother, was throwing her a surprise party with nothing but 70-year-olds in there, which is kind of crazy because this party's going to end at 8 p.m. And the fact that old people are partying kind of threw me off, because kind of like, y'all's hips don't work and your knees are destroyed. What are you doing having fun in front, like at a party dancing? You know what I'm saying? Like, no offense to the old people, but that's kind of crazy. But too bad for everyone, Madea did not like the fact that people were in her house without her permission. So to get everybody out her house, she got the, you know what I mean, and started just blasting, boom, 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 boom. Luckily, no one got hit, so nothing really bad happened. She didn't go to jail because it's her house and they live in Georgia. And from what I understand about the South, you can just like pretty much point the blicky at anybody, and as long as you're on your premises, you don't really go to jail. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Then for some reason, after all that, she had a therapy session with Dr. Phil, who to my surprise is an actual real doctor, bro. I'm not sure where I heard the fact that he is not a real doctor from, but I googled it when I was writing the script for this video, and he's actually like a real doctor, which is kind of like is that like a Mandela effect? Cause I didn't know he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dr. Phil's a real doctor, but he didn't help out at all, because when Dr. Phil and Madea were talking, Madea was just acting a fool. Anytime Dr. Phil would be like, oh, do you think it was cool to air out the party? Madea would be like, do you think it's right for them people to be in my house? Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Now we're at the part of the video where you're probably thinking to yourself, did Madea actually go to jail in this movie, or is Tyler Perry just scamming you? Or I'm scamming you, depending on how you're gonna phrase it. Don't worry, she eventually goes to jail for a crime that shouldn't really be a crime, but it's still a crime. So let me tell you about it. So when she was trying to find a parking spot at a grocery store, right, some random white lady comes from behind her and steals her spot. And then this white lady started talking crazy, like they don't live in the South, and like Madea isn't like twice her size. This lady was like, you snooze, you lose, grandma. Like, get out of my face, old lady. Then rightfully so, Madea tried to be calm, because if she did what she wanted to do, she would go to jail. So she tried to talk to this lady, right? But this lady was too brave for no reason. Then, after trying to be calm, Madea lost her patience, rightfully so, and some way, somehow, she got her hands on a construction lift and picked up the white lady's car and dropped it in front of the grocery store, in front of everybody in the store. And then she just drove away laughing. Personally, I don't think she should go to jail for this, because this white lady started talking reckless and like low-key deserved it. But on the other hand, it's still a crime. And funny enough, the white lady husband happened to be a police officer. So yeah, The police come get her and come get Madea, right, at her house, and then, yo, they did. I ain't gonna lie, they did a little bit too much. Why am I stuttering? They did too much. They brought helicopters. They brought SWAT, and Madea was low key putting in that work and you know, put some BTA to some police officers. But since it was like the whole police force came to stop her, Jesus Christ, whole police force came to stop her. She eventually went to jail. So she finally goes to jail, right? And ends up being roommates with Sofia Vergara. And at first, I would think to myself, like, this is going to be the best day ever. If I were a woman and I got sent to women's prison, I would love to be in a jail cell with Sofia Vergara, especially since Madea got like 10 to 15, and Sofia Vergara got like life because she's like an SK and has 18 bodies under her belt. Like, before finding out that she was an SK, I would low-key be trying to get on that, bro. If we're both gonna be in here for like years, we might as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, take me through that thing. I'm trying to get in there. But after finding out that she has 18 bodies under her belt and she's one of the only female SKs, I would be terrified because not even King Von had that many bodies. Like, genuinely, Googled it. I Googled it before I wrote it in the script. She has more bodies than King Von. So she could be the top. While in jail, Madea was low-key running the joint a little bit. She beat up like the biggest girl in there, and then she was just vibing from there. She was in the prison church giving people reality checks. She didn't really want to go, but she gets like years off her sentence if she goes. She's over there helping the preacher preach and teach these women accountability. And eventually she gets freed because in the B plot of this movie, the lawyer who presided over her case committed fraud, and therefore everybody who got sent to jail because of her got let go because they don't want like the problems. They don't want to get sued or face lawsuits for the ADA or a district attorney or an assistant district attorney, someone who works for the city, to get sued, and then then the city would have to pay all these people like millions of dollars in a class action lawsuit for the incompetence of the trial of the law system. Yeah. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. She gets freed, goes home, and is now a free woman. Or free woman in the movie, free man in real life. Yeah. Alright, final thoughts about this movie. To be honest, this movie was just like a regular Tyler Perry movie, which I like. You know what I'm saying? Medea's always funny. Everybody around her is always funny. Cora was fine, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I like what I like. But the B plot in this movie was great until the ending, because it was about a lawyer who found out a girl he knew from his childhood was turning tricks for Fent. So he tries to help her because it's kind of his fault that she went down the wrong path in life, because he accidentally led her into a trap. Led her to a party where she ended up getting gang SA'd by all his homies at the party, and he didn't even try to like help her, talk to her after that, nothing. But the reason I don't like it is because the ending was bad to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything got resolved. Like, the lawyer, like the black guy lawyer who was her friend, was able to like break up with, like, oh my god, how do I explain it? The guy who was trying to help the girl, his fiance was the ADA that got her arrested and who also prosecuted Madea. So he is the one who got everybody who this lawyer lady sent to jail, right? and then he and his old friend from the past end up getting together, which I didn't like because it was like, dude, you feel guilty for the way her life turned out. She may forgive you, you may forgive yourself, but there's too much, you know what I'm saying? There's too many problems in the air. She has to figure out her life. She just got off, you know what I'm saying, the fence like 2 months ago. She needs to find a job. She needs to lock in a little bit. Like, if you want to get together later, like in 5 years, where she's like on track, you know what I'm saying? She goes to therapy, got her life together and all that. Like, she still has a trauma, or you know what I'm saying? Like, the trust that was there when you two were friends, it's just gone now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you accidentally led her to a trap where she ended up getting essayed, and then her life just went to garbage. And now you're getting together. It's like throughout the movie too, it didn't even like imply that they were like, it was implied that he loved her, but I took it as like he was guilty for he felt guilty for the way her life panned out, which is like, yeah, like, just wrap it up. I just wish they didn't get together like right after he broke up. Like, he left his fiance at the altar. If they waited a little bit longer, I would be cool with that, because like everything got figured out. They finally like talked about it for real, and yeah. But other than that, this movie was really funny. I ain't gonna lie, I recommend it. But other than that, I'm gone.